Yes, please. Welcome, Sam. Please have a seat. How are you, gentlemen? Please introduce yourself.
Thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Amir Hamza, and I was born and bred in city and district Kotadu. I did my matric from Meri Darsgah, a school in Kotadu, and then I did my FSc from a private institution in Lahore on scholarship. After that, I did my MBBS from Sheikh Zayed Medical College, Rahim Yar Khan. After completing my MBBS, I did house job of 1 year from Sheikh Zayed Hospital, Rahim Yar Khan. After the house job, I worked as medical officer in a private clinic. Recently, I have been preparing for CSS and civil services exams, and this was my first attempt in PMS. As far as my family background is concerned, my father worked as a government servant in Tehsil Headquarter Hospital Kotadu, and my mother is a housewife. I have 4 sisters and 2 brothers. And sir, as far as my hobbies are concerned, I like playing cricket, I like reading book, and I also like Urdu poetry. And due to these hobbies, I was elected as coordinator of Sports Week and Literary Week in my college, and I also won Bathbazi competition for twice in my college. In addition to this, I have been into humanitarian works as I was the member of Zadian's Blood Donating Society, and further I also worked in free medical camps in flood affected areas. And for future, I hope to fully utilize my potential to serve my fellow citizens through good governance and excellence in administrative leadership. Thank you, sir.
Okay. From which personality you are most affected?
Sir, I am most affected from the personality of Holy Prophet, may peace be upon him.
Okay. So, which type of characteristics you are going to borrow from your favorite personality?
Sir, sir, there are multiple characteristics of Holy Prophet that are always admirable for me, but the two most influential characteristic are that he, even in the most difficult times, he was able to imagine the great victories which were coming after those difficult times. So, for example, doing when he was migrating from Makkah to Medina, and a person, Suraka bin Malik, was able to chase him. And at that time, he told Suraka bin Malik that what time will come when you will be wearing the bracelets and the coat of the king of Iran. Even at that time, at the time of extreme difficulty, when he was being taken out from his own lands, he was able to vision, and he was able to think that he can achieve the greatest. And sir, that is, I think, the most inspirational and most positive aspect which I borrow
How
from my
many
prophet life.
in battles Holy Prophet personally participated?
Sir, Holy Prophet personally participated in 28 battles.
आपने सीरत के ऊपर कौन सी कोई बुक पढ़ी है?
Sir, I have read Rahikul Makhtoom by Maulana Safiur Rahman Mubarakpuri, and I have read Muhammad, the Prophet of Our Time by Karen Armstrong.
रहीकुल मखतूम का पब्लिशिंग ईयर कौन सा है?
Sorry, sir, I'm not. Sir, I can guess that it was in somewhere in 1973, around that, but I'm not confirmed about.
The writer is belong to which country?
Sir, he belongs to India. Safiur Rahman Mubarakpuri.
Okay. What's your major strength related to the administrative job?
Sir, my major strength include the responsibility and responsiveness. Sir, if I am giving some responsibility for a task, then I ensure that I do that task with effectively, in most effective and efficient way.
Okay. So, your department is mother in which you earn the degree. That is a more admirable. Why you want to join the civil servants?
Sir, actually, definitely my profession, MBBS, is admirable and a noble profession, but I want to expand the scope of my profession. So, for example, as a doctor, I would be serving 20 to 30 patients in a day, but as an administrator, as a civil servant, I will be able to implement the policies which will ultimately affect about thousands of patients in a day. So moreover, I want to be fully functional individual, and that can be achieved through a diverse field in which there are more chances of progress, quick progress, and in that way I can engage the whole population, a large mass, and through that I will think that I can achieve a better I can become a more fully functional individual who has achieved self-actualization.
Okay, tell us about the three major drawbacks related to the health card issue, which are going to be owned by the common public.
Sir, health card you are asking about? Sir, major drawbacks include that the health card do not provide enough funds to the doctors, and that is why some of the surgeons actually use some low quality material when they are doing the operation on health card. Sir, it can be specific translated when I see that ophthalmologist, they used some low quality lens and material when they treat the patient, because they are not given enough fund so that they can afford an operation in a private.
Okay, what will be the second?
Sir, second, sir, I do not remember at the moment.
Okay, so can you compare your health department with the Indian health department? What is the major difference between these two countries' health related concerning issues?
Sir, multiple similarities are there. For example, they are selected through the similar test like in Pakistan.
I'm talking difference, not similarities.
Sir, I think that in India, the healthcare system is much more advanced, specifically when it comes to research and scientific works. For example, there are many institutions in India who are involved in liver and kidney transplants, but in Pakistan there are one or two or very specific institutions that are doing this work. So I think that they are much more advanced than Pakistan when it comes to
लास्ट नोबेल प्राइज हेल्थ डिपार्टमेंट में किसको मिला है?
sorry sir, I do not know.
नोबेल प्राइज कब से स्टार्ट हुआ?
Sir, Nobel Prize started from 1901 by Sir Alfred Nobel.
Okay, what is the major theme related to it?
Sir, as Sir Alfred Nobel described that if someone did a work that had served humanity on a large scale, then they will deserve a Nobel Prize, and that was the major theme behind it. Sir, actually the person himself, he invented dynamite, and then he thought that if he died one day, people will not remember him in a good name. So he started to develop a system through which can actually help humanity, and that was, he named it Nobel Prize.
Okay. Being a health secretary, how did you can change the policies related to health which can improve basically our health department for poor people?
Sir, first of all, I will ensure that there is no corruption in health department. Sir, for example, corruption occurs that when a doctor on intention finishes or disrupts the machine in the in the government institutions. For example, in CT scan machine is not always working in government institution because the CT scans machine in the private clinics have to work, and that is why they actually that's how the corruption occurs, and that is I will ensure that there are no such corruption. Sir, moreover, I will ensure that monitoring of doctors is ensured continuously and 24/7. So that is that through cameras and through biometric, I will ensure that all the doctors who are coming, they are coming on time and they are leaving the job on time. Sir, that's how these two policies are which I will ensure. So that, sir, next I will try to give incentives to doctors instead of some fixed pay. I think that if incentives are given instead of fixed pay, then they will work more efficiently in order to achieve that incentive. Sir, these three steps are major.
Which Muslim scientists contribute with the perspective of the eye concern of the human? That is also the part of the syllabus currently in the medical colleges?
Sir, Ibn Haytham has contributed to when it comes to eye or human eye and lenses.
Okay. If you are not going to join these services, what is your future plan?
Sir, first of all, I have completely believed that I will qualify and I will join this service. And if you ask for future plan, then sir, the doctors are facing so much issues that I will ultimately have to leave Pakistan.
इस वक्त ब्रेन ड्रेनेज कितना है पाकिस्तान का?
Sir, according to recent data, from 1st January till November of 2022, the brain drainage has been 7 lakh, about 20,000 people.
इसमें हेल्थ डिपार्टमेंट के कितने लोग थे?
Sir, I have recently studied about it, and there were about sir about 30 sir 35% of these people were from health department.
Okay, in health department we have a lack of skilled labor, particularly with the concern of the lab and technicians and in the surgery concern, operation theater. तो इस मामले में हमारी गवर्नमेंट को क्या करना चाहिए?
Sir, I disagree with you a bit on this issue. Sir, this is that we have actually the experts, and we have actually the OT technicians and different fields, people all there, but government is not providing them the job. Sir, for example, if about 15,000 doctors graduate each year from private and government institutions in Lahore, in Pakistan, but only about 3,000 jobs are created. Sir, and same is the case with nurses, and same is the case with other departments such as MIT and OT technicians. They are actually graduated, and there are many of them, but they are not provided job. So government has actually to provide them with job.
So issue is concerning the jobs.
Yes, sir, they are not being provided with job.
ठीक है. Aam Aadmi Party is going to be rule in the India, and they are going to introduce their Mahalla Clinic. Have you read about it? Mahalla Clinic and their health concerning.
No, sir, I have not read about it. I have not read.
Okay. आप हमें ये बताएंगे कि रशिया के साथ अगर हम रिलेशंस ठीक हो जाते हैं तो फिर हम किन किन फील्ड में ईज हो सकते हैं, particularly with the perspective of inflation and economic crisis?
Sir, I would like to say that if हमारे अगर रिलेशंस जो है वो रशिया के साथ ठीक भी हो जाएं तो हमें इतना ज़्यादा फ़ायदा नहीं है जितना हमें लगता है कि हमें फ़ायदा है पड़ा, क्योंकि सर इसके लिए फिर से वही पाइपलाइंस बिछानी पड़ेंगी और मुख्तलिफ जो रिफाइनरीज बनानी पड़ेंगी। रशियन ऑयल को जो वहाँ से आएगा, लो क्वालिटी का उनका एक ऑयल है, तो उसे फिर एक रिफाइनरी के ज़रिए उसे रिफाइन करना पड़ेगा। सर जो इस पर कॉस्ट आएंगी वो उससे कहीं ज़्यादा होंगी जो कि हम ऑलरेडी हम मिडल ईस्ट से जो अपना ऑयल और गैस इम्पोर्ट करवा रहे हैं, तो उससे वो कहीं ज़्यादा होंगी। या अगर हमें कुछ फ़ायदा होगा भी सही तो इतना नहीं होगा, वो इट विल नॉट बी वर्थ इट कि हम उधर से वो सारा कुछ इम्पोर्ट करवाएं।
हम अपनी एनर्जी क्राइसिस को कैसे ओवरकम कर सकते हैं?
सर हम अपनी एनर्जी क्राइसिस को ओवरकम करने के लिए जो सबसे पहला स्टेप है वो हमें ट्रांसमिशन लाइंस अपनी ठीक करनी है सर, और दूसरा जो स्टेप है वो है हमें हाइड्रो पावर पे, डैम्स बनाने पे, इन पे कंसंट्रेट करना है। सर अब हम देखें तो जो हमारी कैपेसिटी है इस टाइम पाकिस्तान की एनर्जी की वो है अबाउट 3400 मेगावाट, 34,000 megawatts, and sir we can only transmit about 21,000 megawatts, while in peak times we need about 24,000 megawatts. So actually these transmission lines are the concern which we should address.
And the cost of energy is not a.
Yes sir, it is an issue, and that will be overcome by producing more energy through hydropolitics and dams. So that is sir.
How you can overcome the part of the hydropolitics related to the country-based hydropolitics?
Yes, sir. I see that in the hydropolitics issue, for example, Kalabagh dam issue, it involves the problems between different provinces. The Sindh province and Punjab province, and then Balochistan ultimately get engaged into it. They are not on consensus regarding building the Kalabagh dam, and that is reason that the main concern is that first of all we have to develop the consensus between all the provinces when it comes to producing more hydro.
Okay. What is actually the option which is given by the KPK to the Punjab and Sindh alternate to the Kolabag Dam?
Sir, in KPK, Dasu Dam is being built, and sir, I do not know exactly about it.
What's the potential of the Kolabag Dam?
Sir, Kalabagh Dam has the potential of producing 4,300 megawatt of energy.
And water reserves, storage capacity?
Yes, sir. It has storage capacity of 7 MAV.
Okay. 7 MA?
Sir, it was a unit and
MAS or
MAF, sir. Sorry, MAF. Yes, sir.
Okay. What's our potential related to the wind energy?
Sir, Pakistan has actually got huge potential when it comes to wind energy, as already there are turbines, wind energy turbines installed in Thatta, Sindh, and there are also Burban area. They are trying to windmills are being installed. So, but exactly the numbers I cannot translate into numbers.
So far, how many percentage of the solar energy is considered a part of our major grid?
Sir, I'm not sure about it. I do not know about it exactly.
Okay, ji, thank you.